So we've all been there, right? You upload a brand new YouTube short, you watch it grab a really quick burst of views, and then you just watch in horror as the graph completely flatlines. If that sounds familiar, trust me, you are definitely not alone. Welcome to This Explainer. Today we're going to dig right into the data to decode exactly how the YouTube Shorts algorithm actually works and figure out why your views might be hitting a brick wall. And the best part? We're drawing these insights straight from the source, YouTube's very own product leads. Let's get into it. All right, really quickly, here's our roadmap for This Explainer. We'll kick things off with the seed audience mystery, then look at viewed versus swiped away, mastering the 3-second hook, the audience retention game, and finally we'll tackle the big one, mixing shorts and long videos on a single channel.
Okay, section 1, the seed audience mystery.
This is literally the most frustrating problem creators deal with on the platform. You know exactly the feeling I'm talking about. You upload your short, it gets this exciting quick spike in views, maybe 100, maybe 1,000, and then bam, complete flatline. It is super painful. But according to YouTube's product leads for shorts, Todd Sherman and Renee Ritchie, this isn't a glitch. It's actually a completely normal, built-in part of the system. Here's what's actually happening behind the scenes. When you upload a brand new short, the algorithm doesn't really know who to show it to yet. So it tests the waters by pushing it out to what they call a seed audience, basically a small, random group of initial viewers. If this random test group doesn't engage with your video, the algorithm instantly gets a negative signal and just stops pushing it. Boom, there's your flatline. But if they do engage, the algorithm learns from that, finds more people just like them, and the whole cycle repeats, creating that awesome viral snowball effect. Moving right along to section 2, viewed versus swiped away. What's really wild here is exactly how the algorithm measures that crucial initial engagement, because it is fundamentally different from how it handles regular videos. With long-form videos, it's all about your thumbnail and your click-through rate, right? A view means someone saw your title and actively chose to click on it. But there are no thumbnails in the Shorts feed. So instead, the algorithm uses a metric called viewed versus swiped away. Basically, YouTube tries to measure a viewer's intent within the very first 3 seconds to decide if they are actually watching it. If they stick around, it counts as a view. If they immediately scroll past, it gets discarded. So you're probably wondering, what kind of numbers do you actually need to hit? Well, let's look at the data. In a massive study by Patty Galloway, looking at over 5,000 shorts, the numbers were super clear. If your viewed percentage is under 60%, your performance is generally going to be pretty poor. But if you want to hit that viral top-tier status, your chose to view rate absolutely needs to live right in that 70 to 90% sweet spot. Actually, most truly viral shorts consistently sit well above 75%. All right, section 3, mastering the 3-second hook. Now, if your current percentages are sitting way below that sweet spot, don't panic. It just means we need to tighten up your tactical execution right at the start of your shorts. Think about it like optimizing a thumbnail, but in video form. In a long-form video, you might have, up to 30 seconds of breathing room to slowly draw the viewer in. But in shorts, the pacing is absolutely ruthless. You have a maximum of 3 seconds, literally 1, 2, 3, to spark enough curiosity to convince the algorithm that the view was intentional. A really brilliant way to grab attention right out of the gate is with a highly targeted audio hook. Take a look at this example. YouTubers stop scrolling. It's so simple, but by just swapping out the word YouTubers for your specific target audience, so maybe gamers, stop scrolling, or chefs, listen up, you instantly signal to the right people that this content was tailor-made for them. It literally stops them in their tracks. And here is another super effective audio tactic. You start by saying, "I'm sure you don't know about," and then just drop your video's topic right in there. Whether you're talking about a hidden iPhone setting, a secret family recipe, or a crazy new AI tool, this template instantly creates what we call an information gap in the viewer's brain. Human curiosity practically forces them to stick around because they just have to find out what they might be missing out on. But listen, audio alone is not going to cut it. You have to pair it with an intriguing visual hook right in frame 1 to physically disrupt the viewer's scrolling pattern. Imagine an art channel where the very first thing you see is someone pouring paint in a really weird, messy way over a completely black canvas, or a cooking creator tossing an egg high into the air in the literal first second. You need that unexpected visual jolt to make them pause and go, "Wait, what's happening here?" Okay, let's dive into section 4, the audience retention game. Getting that initial view is obviously step 1, but keeping them, that's the real game. The algorithm's ultimate overarching goal is to keep viewers on YouTube for as long as humanly possible. So, for your short to truly explode after you've hooked them, your audience retention, your average view duration, needs to be phenomenally high. If you're hovering around 50 or 60% retention, I'll be honest, that's just not going to cut it for shorts. You really want to be flirting with 90 to 100%, or even designing your shorts to loop seamlessly so you can score well over 100% retention.
Now hold on, a quick word of warning here. Don't try to just cheat the math by making every single short exactly 10 seconds long. The algorithm is way too smart for that. Remember, it prioritizes total time spent on the app. As Patty Galloway's data highlighted, a longer 50-second short with slightly lower retention will very often completely crush a super brief 10-second short that has perfect retention. So what's the golden rule for length? Simple. Don't force it. The ideal length is just whatever fits your story perfectly, whether that's a quick, punchy visual gag or a much longer 50-second narrative.
Finally, we arrive at Section 5, mixing shorts and long videos. This right here brings us to a massive channel-defining strategic dilemma. Do shorts and long-form videos actually belong on the same channel? If we look at some truly massive creators, the data suggests that mixing formats can actually be incredibly dangerous. Just look at these numbers. Jake Fellman has 23 million subscribers and pulls in millions of views on his shorts, but his long-form videos struggle to even crack 20,000 views. Dan Rhodes, 26 million subs, his top short hit an absolutely insane 800 million views, yet his top long-form barely scrapes 500,000. Why does this happen? Because shorts viewers have incredibly short attention spans. When YouTube recommends your long-form videos to your shorts audience and they just ignore them, it totally tanks your overall click-through rate and basically kills your long-form reach.
Because of this nasty split audience effect, making a completely separate channel for your shorts is usually highly recommended just to protect your metrics. But wait, there is a unicorn out there. Channels like Daily Dose of Internet prove that mixing formats on a single channel can actually work, but only if you adhere to some incredibly strict rules. If you are absolutely dead set on keeping everything under one roof, you have to follow these 3 rules. Number 1, your shorts and your long videos have to share the exact same type of content. Number 2, the entire vibe, I'm talking editing style, lighting, pacing, the voiceover, all of it must match perfectly. And number 3, your long videos basically need to act like fast-paced extended compilations of your shorts. They still need to be kept relatively short to satisfy that dopamine-driven viewer who's been trained for instant gratification. So I'm going to leave you with this final, provocative thought to chew on for your own channel strategy. Because applying what we've learned in this explainer means you've got some pretty hard choices to make about your viewer's journey. Are you willing to completely transform your content's DNA to bridge the gap between long and short form? Or is it time to draw a line in the sand and build a dedicated second home for your quick content? Whichever path you choose, you now have the exact blueprint to conquer the algorithm. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and I'll see you in the next one.